is going on? My name is Andrew Lemoyne. This is Jason Grew. We're from CoverageCorp Dealer Solutions. And guys, this is Trade Tuesdays.
What is happening? We are excited to be here, Andrew. Thank you for having me, brother.
I'm jacked up, man. And look, every Tuesday, we're talking trades.
Trade-ins, the trade-in game.
The trade game.
Pretty interesting right now what's
There's
happening.
a lot of activity. There's a lot of movement, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
I'm going to dub 2019 is going to be the year of the trade.
Okay. How come?
Well,
Why do you think that?
A lot of movement.
There's a lot of activity going on. Let's talk about it.
A lot of competitors, a lot of different products, you know. So the great news is the dealers now have a lot of choices in a space where there wasn't too many a couple years ago, right?
Okay.
So, you know, without a doubt, I think the whole trade-in game and the whole trade segment is really heating up.
It's changing.
It's changing.
What do
evolving,
we have though? What do we have?
Which is good. We got
guaranteed
trade. And if you know what, if you can't spell guaranteed, that's okay. Just go to CoverageCorp.ca/GT. Wouldn't ask you to spell guaranteed.
So tell me more about guaranteed trade and how is it kind of different from the competitors? What's happening here?
Well, look, so what's really interesting about, you know, I think what we're doing, and of course we're going to be very biased towards our own product for good reason, but I'm going to always keep it real. So if there's ever a product, if it's nothing to do with us, if it's a competitor, but they're doing a great job or there's something I like about that, we're going to talk about it on Trade Tuesdays, okay? So my promise to you is we're going to keep it real, whether it benefits us or not. I think the purpose of this is just to keep it real with the dealers.
And keeping people informed as to what we see and how we see it and what's happening within our structure.
That's it. So look, we got guaranteed trade, okay? And you know, we've teamed up with the eBlock and eDealer team. I think this product is absolutely unbelievable. The results that we're seeing from it and our dealers are seeing from it it's blowing me away. It's mind-blowing.
It is actually pretty crazy what we've seen so far. We're very excited about it.
Totally. And look, guys, what I'm so excited about is really what's happened here is when you look at what's going on with guaranteed trade and what's happening with the dealers that are using the tool right now is we've actually created a new kind of lead.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is something new because a trade-in lead isn't something new per se. I would say that in the past with low engaging forms, it was definitely a lead that the dealers didn't see a lot of, right? There wasn't a whole lot of people that were engaging with those, you know, fill out your information about your trade and we'll get back to you.
Nobody wanted to fill it out.
Yeah, they were a high bounce rate, right?
100%.
But there's been some other companies, you know, that have been out for the past couple of years that do have engaging you know, kind of trade-in forms on dealer sites that have been getting dealers trade-in leads.
100%.
And have done a really good job and have done a much better job than the old traditional kind of forms. So that's great. So, you know, a trade-in lead is not something that's necessarily new to dealers, okay? What is new to dealers is what we're referring to as a full trade appraisal, right? And what are we talking about, folks? We're talking about customers that are walking out into their driveway, capturing their car, and send you that full lead that includes the full walk around, all the photos, the VIN decoded, the options, the brief descriptions. Okay. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a lead that you've never got before. This is a new type of lead. And let me tell you something. This is a hot lead. And
this hot lead is actually coming right from your website. So, I mean, I'm dealing with hundreds of dealers over the past few months. And what we're seeing is that the leads are coming from the website, from the guests going onto their website, but we're able to separate the hot, warm lead to people that are maybe just shopping around looking, right? Totally. And they're able to receive an app from us, and the dealerships are able to engage with customers. It's no longer the range. We're offering something very unique, a guaranteed trade value. Right?
From the dealer.
From the dealer. Personalized for you. That's right.
The dealer is.
The dealer will offer that.
So we want to give the dealers and empower them with the technology to help them engage more and convert more with their customers, right? This is all about the dealer at the end of the day. We're here to help dealers. Part of helping dealers is actually giving customers a better experience. So it's twofold. I think we get to make life easier for the consumer, which ultimately makes life easier for the dealer if done properly. Now, what I'm saying is, I was talking to a dealer the other day and he said, Andrew, I don't need more leads, man. I got a lot of leads.
Too many leads from.
I'm saying, you know what? You're right. You don't need more leads. What you need is more good leads.
100%.
See, you have a lot of leads, but half those leads, Jason, I wouldn't even call them leads, by the way.
They're inquiries.
They're inquiries, man.
Yeah.
These aren't leads, eh? These are people that are really early on in their shopping and their buying journey, right? You know, they got a quick question. You know, it's not really, and then these leads are kind of getting mixed in with your internet managers and your BDC departments, right? And they're having to respond to these.
There's a lot of work involved with these type of leads, right?
Yeah.
So how are they able to separate the inquiries to who are ready to buy?
Well, right now, you know, you can't really.
Okay.
Right? It's you know, you have to kind of handle each lead as it comes in from different different categories and different segments. But you know, and this same holds true with trade still, right? Like we don't really know how ready that customer is to buy. You know, when they fill out a trade-in form on the website, right? Which is great, which is cool. Okay, so it's our job to get them to engage with the dealer, so at least they got something, right?
Which is happening. Like, let's give some stats on that. Like, let's talk about the stats.
100%. We'll get there in a sec. But, you know, where I'm going with this is like, okay, we can't really say when they're ready to buy and when they're not ready to buy. But here's what we know. And everybody watching the video, you know, you love us, you hate us, you're your allies, your competition. I don't care who you are. Everybody has to agree with this. If you don't, you're lying. And that is,
let me know.
The customer that downloads an app, walks outside into their driveway,
shoots the vehicle,
captures it, sends it back to the dealer. That, my friends,
is a hot lead.
Is an interested seller.
Yes. They're ready to buy. And what's our stats on that though?
They're ready to trade. They're ready to sell. Okay. 74% of your customers have a trade.
That's right.
Right. And the people that actually engage to take it to the next step, which Guaranteed Trade allows them to do, they are hot. That is a hot lead, man.
And so some of our dealer partners, Andrew, and you know, we've had multiple meetings and we've pulled the analytics here. We have people closing out at 100%, nationally 50% across the board.
Which is nuts. So nationally, guys, what we're seeing is our dealers are experiencing a 45 to 50% close
on the full appraisal lead.
That's unbelievable. Okay.
So when they download that app, they capture the vehicle, they send it into you. Somebody reaches out immediately because the dealer will be notified immediately that you received this hot lead.
Yeah.
And they reach out. They're able to bring them in and get them into the vehicle they want.
Well, it's not even a lead, guys. At that point, it's a trade. I want to call it what it is. At that point, it's a trade-in.
100%.
Okay. The customer has just, you know, downloaded a native app on their phone. They've invested 15 minutes to actually capture the vehicle and send it back to you. It's a trade. You know, you got to treat it like the consumer's in your showroom right now. He's in the service drive and the sales guy's at your desk with a trade-in appraisal saying, hey, I need a number on this trade. That's the way you got to treat this, okay? Because that is what this lead is.
And they want to buy.
You've never worked
and they want to buy. And let me ask you one question, because there's a lot.
Are we excited about this product though?
I'm very excited because this is the question that I like to ask, you know, because people say, well, I don't give hard numbers. I don't do that. I give ranges. That's fine. But let me ask you a question. Let me ask you this. If I walk into your showroom today with my vehicle, Andrew, and you're the UCM, and all of a sudden I say, hey, I got my car here. I'm looking for an appraisal. Are you going to give me a rubber number? Are you going to give me a range? No, you're going to give me a trade-in, and you're the one that has to do all the work. You have to take photos of the car. You have to do all the inspections. And then all of a sudden what happens is once that's done, it ends there, right? It doesn't mean that, but what happens is when you're able to engage in the customer and be able to bring them in and be able to give them a different, unique customer engagement, it completely changes everything versus, you know, well, I don't give that number out. Well, no, let's give the number out. Let's put our best foot forward and let's work with our customers and give them what they want. And so we can show them a different, unique customer engagement.
Well, it's always going to boil down to experience, Jason. And I guess my question for you guys and girls that are watching, all of our dealer friends out there, friends that we already have and friends that we haven't made yet, but we're looking forward to making a lot more. Can't wait to meet you, is look, what's your edge? Okay. What are you doing? What experience are you giving the customers at your dealership online? Okay. That they are not experiencing somewhere else. What are you doing to separate yourself from the competition.
Not the old traditional phone call.
So I'll tell you what we're doing to separate ourselves from the competition. We're equipping and empowering dealers with guaranteed trade that we're able to get a soft lead off of your website. So that's great. Okay. And like I said, I think there's a lot of great tools out there that do this, that actually generate a soft lead. And there's some other companies that actually do a really good job with it. Okay. And I have a lot of respect for them, and I like their products, and I like their tools, and I think it's great. So my question is, once that soft lead is generated, the question that we asked ourselves at Guaranteed Trade was, what are we doing now to take this to the next level? Because what I just said to you is the dealers are getting so many leads. Wouldn't it be nice to really filter through and really really engage with those hot leads, those customers that are really ready to trade and ready to buy, that are ready to take additional steps to show how serious they are. And, you know, that is what Guaranteed Trade says. And I think what we say, and we say it all the time to our dealer friends, is say, you know, when the soft lead is generated, that is the point in time where most trade-in forms stop.
They end right there.
That's where they end, because they've done what they were looking to accomplish, which was generate a lead for you. But ladies and gentlemen, that is where Guaranteed Trade
just begins.
Dude, we're just getting started.
Just begins.
That is when we just roll up our sleeves.
Because we want the customer to continue the journey. The people that are ready to engage with you, we are engaging with them, and we're providing you with the native app. So
you got it. So look, what we're going to do is we're going to jam on this. I think it's a great...
I'm excited.
I'm jacked up. I hope you guys are excited.
What are we doing?
So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about this every Tuesday. It's Trade Tuesday. Eh?
This is it.
Taco Tuesday's dead. We just killed it. It's Trade-In Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. And what we're going to do is we're going to jam for 10 minutes, even though we've gone a minute over. I hope you stuck with us, but we're going to talk about this. So guys, look, you can find us at CoverageCorp.ca. Go /GT, okay? We would love to demo the product to you. Jason wants to personally demo you the product.
To show you how to take your business to the next level.
And do we have a special promo for them though, Jay?
It's working.
To get them going?
Well, you know what?
What are we going to do?
Well, I think what we're going to do, we have an install fee.
Yeah.
And I like to wipe that install fee.
Well, how much? How much are you going to wipe it off?
Well, the install fee, Andrew, right now is $10.99.
And what are we going to do with it?
I believe it's fair to say let's wipe the install fee for this month.
So we're going to eat it?
I think we should eat it, and it does take a lot of work for our dev team.
Wow, yeah, it does.
Right?
Yeah.
To work with your team,
of course,
and put it on the site. But we have the results. The results are in. This is working. This isn't a dream.
Yeah.
It's happening now. It's happening today. So let's make it happen for you. If you're not a part of it, if you are, keep enjoying it.
Guys, you got to see it. Okay.
Let's do it.
Reach out, get in touch. We want to demo you. We'll talk to you next Tuesday.
Thank you.
Thank you.